never seen so clear. I feel the end and it's near. The day of reckoning's here. The sound of deafening fear. My energy is next level.
All right. Stop the music. Hello everyone, welcome back to another live stream from me and to the next podcast from the content, from us, from the group. Lambo, thank you very much for the 5 gifted, man. Very appreciated. The Creators Corner podcast is back. Episode 22 we have now. Crazy, guys. Already episode 22. It's the time is passing, man. Holy shit. So today, to give you a quick rundown what we're gonna talk about, we're gonna talk about 2 KVKs. One, the first one is 2605 KVK, and the other one is just the announced one from 1365. And then we're also gonna talk about equipment changes, and then we're gonna do at the end community questions like we did last time. I hope you're hyped for that. So let me jump into the Discord. Hello
That didn't
everyone.
go.
How are you doing? How are you doing?
Hey, what's up? We're talking about your decorations in the back right now. We got the gold sculpture. We got the meet and greet. Like we got everything.
Rocking the merch.
We got the Beast Left merch.
We got everything today. We got everything.
We're just missing the horns.
It's it's back there. So yeah. How are you doing, guys? Are you good?
Yeah.
I want my troops back. Here's
your
the
troops
funny
back.
thing. I was watching Chisgo video earlier. I don't watch many of his, but I killed more troops. I took more dead troops in a CC'd KVK than he took in that 1 versus 6. Just saying. Just saying.
Record that.
Damn. You should do a comparison video. This is how much. That'll be in your next video.
Yes.
Go viral.
Yeah, guys, we also wanted to talk about the meet and greet, but we didn't found anywhere the Q&A on the Discord in-game, nothing, nowhere. So yeah, we was needed to take it out then. Yeah, I would say we're gonna start, since you have already started talking about it, Lambo. We're gonna start talking about the 2605 KVK. And do you want to start, Lambo, then also, if you have already started talking about it?
Leave me last for that one.
I watched a ton of this KVK. You know, it was a lot of quality. A lot of people were interested. I watched a lot of it, and it simply came down to numbers, right?
Yeah.
And when you go against 6 kingdoms, it's going to be very, very hard to sustain, especially when you're a kingdom that has a significant downtime. And I think that's what it came down to. They got pushed further than their enemies got pushed in Kingsland because they had a significant downtime. One Alliance kingdom, even with all kinds of crazy spenders, against 6 other kingdoms. And I know 1077 said they were doing a recovery, but they had people on the field fighting, and 10002, do you really count them as a kingdom or not? You know, that's debatable. But in any case, just 302 did a hell of a job. Those guys are crazy fighters. They don't get enough credit from the community. And, my hat's off to the winners of that KVK. You know, maybe 2605 learned something from the KVK that they need people in their downtime in the different time zones. It can't be all American and European based. And they'll make some adjustments maybe for the next KVK. We'll see.
All right, good answer. Apple, do you want to continue?
For myself, I actually have a different side of. I love the KVK. I think they did great, but I have a question. If you are a kingdom that bring in this many well, that their focus is winning, and anybody gonna tell me Wales' focus is not winning, you have argument that you're not gonna win with me. and then you put yourself in a situation 6v1, and now you lost. How do people in the kingdom feel? I just want to know this. How do the people of the kingdom feel? And the other thing is, I have noticed also in multiple times during this KVK that they took 6v1. Many players from 2605 were under rallies, getting swarmed, getting zeroed, and nobody was there to help. I'm really confused. What is that like? How does that feel? And my prediction that there will be a lot of people moving out of 2605. I'm a straight man. I say how I say it. Maybe you don't agree with me, but that's fine. But this is how I see the situation. I I feel sorry for some of the people there, to be honest. That's how I see it. You don't bring whales and big spenders that lose 50 and 40 and 30 million T5 to lose a KVK. It's not even fair. And people will
If
say, but whales don't care about troops. Yeah, but they care about winning. We
if
all play this
Fluffy
game to win. You
if
don't play
Fluffy
KVK to
Pony
lose.
if Fluffy Pony wants to bring the MF account back to 1029, please reach out to me.
That's
You know,
funny.
this is how I see it. This is I can't make I can't talk things I don't agree with. I watched the KVK myself, and as mentioned by Limber, there is a huge downtime in the kingdom, and every kingdom has downtime. It's fine. It's not like the end of the world. But you know that from the start. You're going 6v1. You're asking people to kill insane amount of troops and contribution to KVK. Who on earth plays a KVK knowing they are losing? Like I don't get it. This is very hard for me to take on. Just who I am and how I think about it.
No, you said a good point there. Like they made a 6v1, and I mean you see on the stream. I just go through the alliances and just the numbers, so you see it was a heavy disadvantage for them. Like pretty confident for them to doing a 6v1 for sure. And yeah, Plodo, do you have something to add on what Lambo or Apple have said, or do you have something else to add?
It's pretty interesting because it's just looking into, I didn't watch it as much as Apple or Lambo. I've been slacking on the KVK watching meta. I gotta get back on that. But it's interesting because I remember making that or going into that project, they were branded as they're trying to build to be like 960. And they have the power. They have like a lot of whales. The biggest thing about 960 and what makes them powerful though is their activity. Is they either have really, really dedicated players that know life Rise of Kingdoms during KVK, or if they can't do that, they have people that pilot. And I feel like that's the ingredient that's missing in this KVK. I will say that this KVK was kind of screwed because even if I feel like 1605, oh no, 2605 rather. I felt like 2605 had to go 1v everybody, or else like the KVK would be a sleeper KVK and it'd be like unfair, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the same time, for them to be able to do so and for them to really take that next step to be one of the big Imperiums that they're aiming to be, they really need to up the activity. Because yeah, like I'd watch some of Lambo's streams. I'm like, whoa, that's. I mean, I'm not gonna judge because 2068 isn't the biggest open field kingdom either, but it's just like I was surprised by the amount of troops out in the open field. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I mean, I just saw the beginning, and they definitely was having numbers on the field. They 2605 definitely was having a numbers and they showing off. But for me, like if you're doing a 6v1 and you saw the Alliance's power, right? If you just go through it, the only possible win for them was if they really taking them down like in the first or second day. Like, otherwise it's just gonna be like not possible for them to win, because over time it's just gonna be against 6 kingdoms. You're just gonna lose because the other side have just more people, more troops, more everything. So the only possible win for 2605, in my opinion, was if they're really pushing them fast out of a king stand, and doesn't get pushed back. But yeah, that didn't happen. Yeah, Lambo, you want to add something?
Yeah, here's what confused me too, right? Is when Kingsland opened and flags were first touching and fights were starting for flags and for territory, several of the Krakens in 2605 were random teleporting, zeroing farms. Now, I get it. I get it. An army marches on its stomach, right? You need the resources to fight. But at the same time, these other kingdoms are not stupid. And if they're preparing correctly for a Kingsland fight, all the resources are transferred off the farms already to the main accounts. So what's the point of random teleporting and zeroing farms when, and they may have just been following orders, right? This may have been part of the master plan that 2605 had that ultimately failed, but I think they would provide more value on the front lines, filling flags, sending those rallies. I mean, you got the Krakens, right? With everything maxed. Out there zeroing farm accounts in random zones rather than fighting in Kingsland when the fights initially started. It was confusing. I didn't understand it.
Yeah, no, you said a good point where, like, I would also rather having these players at the front line. I mean, you can still zero the farms later on if they stay off territory, But yeah, you said a good point there. I did a little poll about asking what you guys think, was it a bad KVK or good KVK, and it's pretty even. Like 19 votes right now, 47% for saying it was a good KVK, 53% saying it was a bad KVK. So yeah, interesting, really interesting.
Yeah, Duck and Song and all of them really made that KVK fun. Because without them, I feel like that KVK would have been a. I thought looking at the matchup that the KVK would be really one-sided for 2605. Just the amount of players they had, and the amount of power. But yeah, they just kept going, and like imagine how disheartening it is to go into KVK and one of the people you're supposed to ally against is like, yeah, we're not going to play this KVK, but they still went out, they still fought, they did their thing, and at the end of the day, everyone ended up fighting because it's like, hey, wait, this is winnable. So I think 302 was like that snowball that started it.
302 has a significant downtime themselves. It's just they took more advantage of the 2605 downtime than 2605 did when it was 302 downtime.
That's always a thing, right?
Like, what did they gain from this KVK? What did you gain? Like, if people watching this kingdom from the outside and watch their KVK, will you migrate there? Will you apply to play there? For what? It's just I'm talking as someone that plays the game and migrated recently. Do you migrate to kingdom that just went 6-1, lost insane amount of power, lost no rewards, kicked out of King's Lane? Why? I just who I am. I don't get it.
I mean, Yoda's down what?
Why you didn't think about the people?
Yoda's down
why you
what?
didn't think about the people? I don't know.
700 million power. Fluffy Pony's down 400 or 500 million power.
50
Cyborg.
million,
that's a lot,
bro. For what? For what?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Hard to say. Would it? Okay, let's ask a question also in the chat. Everyone, please answer if you have an opinion on that. Would be a 2 versus 2 better, or was that like the right intention to do a 1 versus 6? What do you think, guys? Would have been a 2 versus 2 better?
Yeah, you have to go 1 versus 6. You have to.
I think what Plato said is true. If 2605 had taken on anyone as allies, there would have been other kingdoms in that KVK that said, fuck it, we're done. We're not playing. And then it would have been a complete dud.
Yeah.
So I mean, hindsight is 20/20 at the end of the day.
Like, I understand the point of if someone would migrate to 2605 after this KVK, but I mean, as you guys said, a 2 versus 2 would not be... Like, I mean 2 versus 2 with the camp guys, not with the kingdoms, with camps. Like 2 camps versus 2 camps. But I think a 2 versus 2, based on the camps, would be not fair, in my opinion.
Okay, fair enough. 2v2 is not fair, and everybody agrees. But I just have a question. When you come to make diplomacy, do you put your kingdom first, or the people talks first? Like I'm just
I
trying to
think a
ask this.
dead KVK would be worse for the kingdom than a fighting KVK. I don't know, because like if this KVK was a complete failure and like there's no fighting whatsoever, I feel like that'd be worse for the kingdom than if it was like at least a 1 versus 6. You see who's dead weight, you see who's not, and
But
Yeah.
yeah, this is the point. You see, you see, this is where I come from. Now we say what you just see, Pluto. You know, now you see where's the deed people, deed players are. Why would any like? I'm sorry, like I played this game for 4 years. If I know whatever happens, we're going to lose this KVK. Clearly, from the start of King's Lane, they were stuck in the corner, couldn't go anywhere. You know, and this is where most people lose a lot of their power, especially middle spinners and low spinners. They can't lose so much power at previous passes because they will be eliminated in King's Lane. And this is the thing, you know, how can we judge these players if they know they were going to lose? It's a tricky one, but that's how I see it anyway, you know.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's a game. And as long as the
Exactly.
players in 2605 had fun, then it's a win for them, right? Regardless of what everyone says from the outside looking in, you know, if the players in the kingdom enjoyed themselves and had a good time, then they're going to stay. If they didn't enjoy themselves and didn't have a good time, then they're going to lose some people. You know, so it's all in how their leadership team handles this KVK and how they spin this KVK and how they attempt to make it fun for everybody.
I mean, someone in the chat said 2605 wanted a hard fight. Everyone I've talked to there says they had a lot of fun, right? And like you said, Lambo, that should be the number one goal. Game should be giving you fun, giving you a good time when you're playing it. And if the people in 2605 were having that, then I mean it's a W for them, right?
I mean, we lost our KVK. We lost our Kingsland, and I still had fun playing the game. No fun with diplomacy. That's just, I could go on about that for hours. But actually playing the game when we were fighting, it was a freaking blast, you know. And that's, you know, and the people I play with make it fun as well. So
we're 4 fun players. We're we are FF players.
Pretty quick side question, since I have read it that the volume from Apple was not good.
Yeah, you can hear me.
Is everything now fine, or should I increase the volume from someone else?
Can you hear me, guys? Boom, 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 boom time. Can you hear me?
Can you hear the boom boom energy? Volume good?
I'm going to upset a lot of people. 2605 will not be happy, but it's not my first time.
Okay, seems like the volume is good enough
Yeah,
for
we're good.
everyone. All right.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I think we can all agree on that this KVK was at least fun to watch. You know, when it was at 1 versus 6, there was some decent fighting. And for sure, it was a hard one for 2605. I'm glad to hear that if they having fun, you know, that's all. If you can say that even if you have lost, then, you know, it's a W for you. And yeah, if anyone from you have something to add on, do it now, please. Otherwise, I would switch to the next topic.
We're good.
All right.
I'm good.
Then I would say let's talk, since we're already talking about the KVK, let's talk about the 1365 KVK and with the teams which got announced. Let me bring up the picture. Wherever I have put it. Perfect. I don't find it anymore. GG.
this is where the party is. Gaines Gaming. Yes, sir. Appo's drinking his Irish coffees. I've got my Bloody Marys. Plato's been up since 6
There he
a.m.
is,
casting
bro.
Plato's been up since 6 a.m. casting on the official Rise of Kingdoms channel, so he was doing shots with Chisgul earlier.
Oh yeah, me and Chis, we're like this. I'm crossing my fingers.
All right, we got the map. Everyone, I hope you can see the map. That's the KVK. 1365 and 2489 versus 1846, 1079, 1175, and 1188. Interesting. Really interesting. So from the power wise, you see that the yellow team have around 20 billion more power, but having around, it's billion, right? So 300 millions? Is that millions then? Is that like billions when there's 300 millions left? I think so. Yeah. Who wants to start? Who have something to say?
I think Apple should start since he was in 2489.
All right, then let's go. Apple, come on. Say something to that.
Look, all right. Since I saw that map, I wrote on my Discord clearly my prediction for the diplomacy side of things, and I see it from the start. 1846, I'm not gonna ally with 1365 because someone's gonna have something to say about it. And I also see it. 2489, we're not to get to ally with 1188 after they beat them last KVK. It just was my prediction, and I called it. 1365 will go with 2489, and the other camp will go. I just have a couple of things to talk about. I really want to mention something. 1365 just finished a huge KVK against 1093. And we all witnessed and we all watched hours of fighting. Kingsland did not go to sleep for more than 2 days. Non-stop fighting. So they did not have recovery time, and they resisted into another hell KVK. On the other hand, you have 2489. They had a good break. But from what I'm hearing coming out of the kingdom, that they are planning to merge. And it's not confirmed, but this is what I'm hearing from people playing the kingdom, that they are planning to merge after this KVK into one alliance. Remember when we, about 6 months ago, we spoke about 1254 leaving. Yeah, 1254 SW leaving 1254 and migrating to 2605 to start their new team. And we all agreed that news like this that comes out before KVK does affect KVK dramatically. On the other hand, you have another camp, which is 1846, which is pretty much a camp that unstoppable. 1846 has showed the whole community how strong they are, how organized they are, how they don't take farming KVK, how they go all the way in KVKs, and they have the attitude of winning. On the other hand, their allies, you have 1188 just beat 2489 the last KVK with their allies, which was one of the historical wins, and we've never seen it in the Rise of Kingdom history. Then a kingdom that goes and covers King's Land and they end up getting kicked out. And everybody spoke about it. So you have morales very high on that camp. And also from talking to people within the other kingdoms like Gaines Gaming Kingdom and what's it called? What is the other kingdom? Sorry. What's it called? It's called what the heck? I can't remember the 1175. My understanding from talking to these people that the off like 1188 has a downtime. My understanding from talking to other people around, like they are aware of these kingdoms, they see that the other camps will cover the downtime. So my prediction for the KVK is going to be after the first fight pass. When we watch the pass fight, and I doubt if 2489 gonna take on 1846 early. I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be, they're gonna be more settled. They're gonna take it easy, and they're gonna focus on trying to win this KVK. Because I'm gonna be straight with you. This is their chance. 2489 cannot afford losing this KVK. That's how I see it. But also the news coming out of merging two alliances. If you have about 300 players which is not correct, they have about 200 maybe players. Let's just say they have 200 players. If you're gonna merge to 155 players, that means there is 50 players gonna have to leave. You know, this is what I heard. That's what I heard is happening. So yeah, my prediction gonna have to be after the first pass fight. We can see what's gonna happen. But otherwise, lots of people 1365 got this. They're gonna win this KVK. But I'm gonna come back and tell you, they had a huge KVK last KVK. They did not have a lot of recovery time. So it's gonna be a pretty tricky one.
Okay, interesting. Lambo Pluto, did you have something to add? Or do you want to give us, first of all, your predictions of KVK?
Gains Gaming agree.
I would say let's start with Lambo.
Yeah, I mean, I think what Apple said, what Gaines is saying in chat here, I think 1079, 1175, and 1188. I think those three kingdoms, their uptime, their downtime, I think they complement each other very well in the water camp. I think 1365 is going to have a fight on their hands in that first zone, in zone 5 there. I don't think it's going to be a pushover at all. You know, so I think that's going to be a very even matchup in that first zone. 1846 against 2489 in that right-hand zone 5. You know, I like Foe. I respect Baba. I respect the players in 2489. But I think 1846 just has too many players and is too well organized to lose that zone. So I mean, it's a heroic anthem, right? Those zones really don't matter. You've got a shared zone in between each of the camps where you can get all the bastions that you need to get.
Yes.
So it's really going to come down to Pass 7. You got 3 days between Pass 7 and Pass 8, and 8 goes into Kingsland. And can you cut off the other kingdoms from getting into Kingsland? The easiest way to do that is in the Earth going against Wind camp. The Pass 7 is so close to the Pass 7 going from Wind into Earth is so close to those Earth camp Pass 8s that you can literally build there within 20 flags. So it's going to be a fort fight for 3 days there. You know, if somebody can block off somebody from getting into Kingsland, it's going to swing the KVK in the favor of the red or the yellow side.
Okay, good point. Pluto, do you have something to add?
Man, I don't know. It's so tough because I don't know the relative strength of all these KDs. I've been hearing so many different things. For the red side, it's like as Apo said, 1365 went through a really tough KVK against 1093, right? That was their last KVK.
Exactly.
So that's tough. 2489. One thing I will say is like I didn't hear about the rumor until Apo said it, but I think there's a difference between an alliance migrating out and an alliance merging, because I guess you could use it as like, hey, if you don't perform, then you're gonna get kicked out of the kingdom, rather than, yeah, we're trying to leave after this KVK. You know what I mean? I guess there's like a difference, but at the same time, we'll have to see how 2489 responds to that. I heard that in 1846, this is just a rumor, I heard that Laguna is like literally gone from the game and he's one of their biggest leaders. Or like he's taking a break from the game. We'll have to see if he comes back. He's a big chunk of what 1846 does, but they're still really, really organized. And they've been on the rebound ever since that 1365 KVK that they had, which is actually a rematch, where 1846 had like 6 alliances. And then now they definitely came back and shut out the deadweight. And then the big question mark for me is going to be this water camp, 1079, 1175, 1188. 1079, I know from Gaines' streams and from that they literally didn't have a fight last KVK, so they're going to be pretty fresh and pretty hungry. 1175, I heard Mimi is trying to sell her accounts, and I heard some people quit there, so I'm like... And then 1188, they did a really good job against 2489 last KVK. So it's definitely like, I don't know what's going to happen, because there's just so many question marks for all of these alliances. And that's one thing, too, is kingdoms develop from KVK to KVK. So you can't just be like, oh, this is going to be a wipe, that's going to be a wipe. We have to see how they perform, because you don't win KVKs based on what you did. You win KVKs on based what you do. So if I had to pick... I don't know. I'd probably pick the red side, just because I feel like 1365, is seen as that top 2 KD alongside 1093. And they've been super, super dominant. I've never been disappointed in any of their KVKs previously. 1175 in that big 8 Imperium KVK, that they just had. I have this weird taste in my mouth after watching that KVK. I don't know how they improved since then, but we'll have to see what happens there. And to the point of covering downtimes for water camp, but that also means that you all won't have the same uptime. So if 1365 all have like this one push time, for example, even though they're like a Korean alliance and then EU NA alliance with JST and then BLN OG, right? But I don't know. We'll have to see how it works out. But it's gonna be really interesting KVK to watch.
Okay, crazy. So my thought on this KVK is kind of same like Pluto. Hard to say who's gonna win here. We having 4 really strong camps in here, and I think it's very balanced. And if I would need to pick one, I would probably say this time yellow team, so 1846. But it's hard to say. I think like it got mentioned before, I think we need to look on the zones, how they're looking, in the 1v1s. And then we can kinda, see who maybe have a upper hand in this KVK. This water camp, like like all guys mentioned, right? They having pretty good up time and not really downtime, since they covering the downtime from the other ones. And then 1846 also on the side from these 3 kingdoms, and 1846 is really strong. I mean, look at the power and the key points, So yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to watch and to see how that one is performing. How that KVK gonna be going. Anyone from the chat, do we have anything to add to this KVK?
Is there? Oh, there's a poll. Oh, let's see. Oh no, you should put a poll for
yeah.
who's gonna win. That'd be
True.
pretty interesting.
I mean, it's hard to bet against 1365, but I just don't know that 2049's up for the fight that 1846 is going to give them. I don't. I've heard several things about them wanting a recovery KVK. Now Appo's saying there's going to be some kingdom mergers going on, and I think morale in that kingdom might not be at an all-time high simply because of how the last KVK they had played out. So, I mean, time will tell, of course. I mean, nobody has to fight in Zone 5. I mean, you got the shared zone, so they could all just say, fuck it. Let's go into Zone 6 and let's defend past 7, and everybody gets into Kingsland and let's fight there. I think these kingdoms have too much pride to do that, but in the same respect, anything is possible.
I just would like to add a small thing, which I don't know if everybody take note of this. This KVK Kingsland is going to be on the 30th of December.
New Year's.
Do you know how many people book holidays during this time? Like in New Zealand, for example, where I live, this is the only holiday time we have. It's that only time we'll go away and do something with the family. Hardly any other time of the year, because it's a time off, it's the holidays. I don't know, like, I'm being honest with you guys. If I was part of any of this kingdom, I would not be there in King's Lane. I would not be there for past 7. It's simple as that. I'm just being honest, because I booked a holiday maybe 8 months ago. I will never change the holiday for King's Lane. It's going to be quite tricky, and it's going to come down to who of these people or these kingdoms had individuals that will be available for King's Lane. It's a holiday season.
You just got to wait till your kids are older, right? Wait till your kids are older.
And
then
I just would like to also add one more thing, because I just would like to get everybody on the same kind of level of understanding on this. Arvix has 5 accounts in 2489.
Yeah. Wait, did you see? Oh, wait. I'm guessing you guys didn't see, but literally in Grand Prix. He had like 6 accounts in the team. Like
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's like Arvix.
And there is a very important point, which people maybe don't know. Arvix also is king in 1818 and also part of the leadership in 2975. And believe it or not, 1818 and 2975 are in the same time KVK in the same camp. So he gonna have accounts in 2489, accounts in 1818 and 2975 playing in the same time. And not only Arvix, full many players from CGs are also in the same place. Which KVK are you going to fight? Are you gonna? It's crazy.
That's gonna
because
be
there's just the same kingdoms in the same time. So all
That's
accounts
crazy.
will be in KVK. Really crazy, man.
That's really crazy. Yeah.
Shout out to him for having 1 million accounts, though. Keeping the
Yeah.
Rise of Kingdoms economy afloat. Lilith Gaming, 50%
I can
of the
barely
income
handle
comes
one
from
account.
Arvix.
I can barely handle one account, man.
This
And
is why I only have accounts in one kingdom.
And there's a small thing. People who say he can use pilots. Well, let me tell you something. One of the base problem that we had in 2489, that the whales, or specifically the Vietnamese whales, like Arvix Full, these guys, they use pilots from inside 2489. So the people who run their account are players with accounts in 2489. And let me ask you a question. If you're someone that running an 80 or 90 million account and you have access to a 500 million account, do you think you're going to play your 500 million? Do you think you're going to play your 80 million account? Or you're going to always be piloting the 100 million account or 500 million account? You would definitely try to play with the bigger account, which was a serious problem. Because for every pilot that leaves his main account and go pilot a whale account, we're losing 5 marshes in the open field.
You gotta have the pilot's accounts be piloted by someone else.
Exactly.
Oh, it's a train of piloting.
This was one of the issues that I've noticed, and maybe some of you were like, "Oh, that's not true." Don't tell me what's true. I played there. I know very well. I never talk smack. I tell you facts that I know about.
Crazy.
And this is
I don't
really an
know.
issue.
But I mean, it makes sense, right?
I had the ability and the access to play on MF's account when he was in 1029. But even when he went offline, and I could have logged on to that account and played like MF, I still wanted to play on my own account for the simple fact that I have numbers that I want to put up too. I have goals that I set for myself. But yeah, if I was 80 million.
Yeah, you're Will. You have everything maxed too.
It's a little different then, yeah. So I mean, I understand. Not everything. There's 8 commanders I don't have expertise. Come on.
Did I say 80 million account? I just want to clear because Limbo,
Yeah.
that does not belong. This is not you. You're not in that category at all, please.
Yo, Lambo's
I'm
80 million.
I'm
By the end of
84.
KVK. By the end of KVK.
4 million right now. Thank you.
The end of KVK power is my current power. That's
you,
how
man.
it is.
Yeah, but hold on. You used to have like 160, 170 million. Okay.
Yeah.
So
He
you're
killed
way,
off a lot
man.
of
Come on.
troops, yeah.
You cannot lie.
Since he
You're
became
definitely
85
way.
million, he thinks he is 85 million.
Oh my gosh, I could barely fill my marches. Yo, that's a day in the life of Plato.
This is how we start KVK, sir. This is how we start KVK.
I
Yeah,
couldn't
and
do it.
I saw you
couldn't
stream.
do
You're
it.
sitting again on like 10, 15 billion resources. So, yeah.
11 or 12. Come on. But I went through 10 billion of each in this KVK. I healed. What was it? How many troops did I heal in this KVK?
I want to see if he healed more than me. Let's see.
I healed 78,229,498 troops in this KVK. Thank you.
Damn, I healed more than Lambo last KVK. I'm a whale. I'm up.
Let's go. Yeah, so this KVK definitely gonna be interesting. I'm also wondering if like these 20 billion power difference gonna make a huge difference or not. Since we're gonna have a lot of whales in this KVK. But I mean 20 billion power is 20 billion power, right? So gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. What is the poll saying? 20 votes on it. 65% for the yellow team. and 35% for the red team. Crazy.
One thing I'll say though is if you have more kingdoms, you usually have more power. Just because building power it means you have more players too. But
yeah,
it'll be interesting. It shall be interesting.
What's going to be super interesting is if the yellow side wins, right? How are they going to distribute Autric rewards amongst those three kingdoms?
True. Oh
So
my gosh.
what you've got
Highest
6,
contribution.
you've got 240 goes to I think whoever holds the zig at the end, and 60 to whoever they distribute those to. So,
Damn, so there's only gonna be 60 gonna water camp. That's crazy.
Let's just say 1846 holds the zig at the end, and water camp gets 60. That's 20 for each of these kingdoms.
Yo,
I guarantee you there's more than 20 players zeroing themselves in this KVK in each of those kingdoms.
Gains Gaming, you gotta get one of those autarchs, bro. I want to see Gains Gaming on the list. I want to see the YouTube video. I was one of the 20 people in my kingdom that got an autarch reward. Here's how.
I know, guys.
1079 will Zig. Ooh.
I want to be honest about something.
Yes, tell us, Apple.
One small thing. You know, just who I am. I really deep down, if you don't ask about prediction in the current situation and what's going on, I really, 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 really want 2489 to win. If you don't ask me about anything about predictions and the current situations, I really deep down want 2489 to win, because they really, really need this win. Really need this win. So whatever happens, regardless of my predictions and what I believe and what I think, deep down I really, really want 2489 to win, because they need this win more than any other kingdom in this game. Or in this KVK.
Bro, yeah, we can't have more Imperiums die, bro. We're gonna just have 1365, 1846,
exactly my point.
1093, 1960 versus each other over and over and over again on loop. And then if they don't verse each other, it's gonna be like a farming KVK. So
exactly.
Yeah. It's gonna be like over and over again against with these kingdoms, like these 4 kingdoms. I don't know. I mean, if you would also lose 2489 now, like who really can fight when like 960? Right, like it's 1365 left, 1093 and 1846. In my opinion, no one else. Like who want to fight these big kingdoms? If you're losing more and more of these other Imperiums, and we only have these 4 left, because these 4 looking like they not gonna be getting disbanded or something. There are also no rumors about them, right?
If you wish to put money on this KVK, contact John R on Discord. He is trying to finance his migration to Kingdom 1029.
Just Pluto Mall him some bundles, Lambo. You got him.
No comment. No comment at all. Oof. Yeah, guys. Come on. Let's do some more votes. It's looking really like that the yellow team is the favorite of the community, right? Interesting.
You know, I've said that before. 1846 gained a huge respect from the community after after everybody doubted them, after everybody said this kingdom is destroyed.
What was their last KVK?
What was that?
What was their last KVK? I forgot.
Their last KVK against 2605.
Oh, really? It's been that long. Wow.
Yeah, and they were playing alone.
They had a long off season.
Yeah, and they let them down. Their allies. And they were one alone. And they fought. I streamed that KVK, and they keep fighting like they were going to win.
Oh yeah. Not because 1254 was dead. It was essentially a dead KVK, but they kept going.
Yeah.
And they were with 1302 there as well, I believe.
No, they were against. Is it 1254? It was 1254, I think.
Yeah, they were with 1254. That's why it was dead.
Yeah.
Sheesh. It'll be fun.
Gunbox, welcome, brother.
Crazy. Okay. I'm gonna let the poll a little bit longer open for the newer people to vote on it, and I'm gonna make Probably gonna make the.
This is the type of KVK we could watch party. You just have a podcast instead we're just all watching the KVK. We're like, yo, what's going on here? What's going on there? What's going on? It'll be an interesting one to watch.
Where the heck did I?
Gaines Gaming versus 12-inch PvPness.
All right.
Yo, maybe Shappy will turn on a stream. Shappy. He's been gonzo.
All right. Let's jump to the next topic, which is the equipment changes, which are coming up in the future. Yeah, so let me go through it fast for everyone who haven't read yet. So it's about the iconic equipment. And what we're gonna have is basically we're gonna have tiers. And these tiers gonna be like tier 1, gonna be basically what we have now as iconic equipment. And then it's going up to 5, and the other 4 levels you can upgrade with equipment blueprints and equipment materials. And yeah, it's you're gonna have like bonus effects or like, you know. So let's start this time with Plodo. What do you think about these changes? Are they good? Are they bad? For who are they good? For who are they bad? Let us hear what you think about that.
This is the Lilith special where they changed something. So I made a stream about this that I'm too lazy to edit into a video, but they initially had really, really bad changes where it would just be brand new equipment. You wouldn't be able to upgrade whatever. And they changed the system so that now there's this iconic levels where, I mean, it's not good for F2Ps. It's not good for new players, but at least for us, like, what are we? Like the millennials of Rise of Kingdoms, the COVID babies? That's what I am. At least our at least our equipment and all the stuff we've been planning towards is still viable. It's going to be really, really beneficial for whales though, because the amount of blueprints, the amount of materials, we don't know what everything will cost as of yet, but they did hint in the mail that it's going to cost it's going to mainly cost equipment blueprints and equipment materials. So you got to be spinning those egg events, and I don't know how else to get blueprints. Doing those dig events just to get those blueprints, it's going to be really, really costly for the average player. I'm going to be curious to see if they release everything all at once, or if they kind of like tier it up like a museum system. But I don't know. It's going to be... There's a lot of questions that still need to be answered, but initially it's not good for F2Ps and low spenders, but at the same time, like, everyone's going to be hit by the same stuff, and it's just going to be the whales that end up benefiting the most. But at least, you know, I could still use my sets, I guess, and then just work towards it. One thing I will say, you have to get, like, there's going to be a lot of people's T1 trading at this point if you don't get the 30 million kill achievement during KVK. And I can't even blame them at this point, because you need to get every single iconic crystal. You can't even level up or iconicize level up the iconicization of that's a new word. You can't even level up the iconic level of your equipment without the initial iconic crystal, which is huge. So you're going to need everything that you want upgraded iconics. I think initially what people should be doing is focusing on iconicizing one march, because the buffs stack on top of each other. So you want to make sure if you stack up one whole march with troop capacity, extra all damage, all that stuff, it gets more amplified because it's all stacked up on top of each other. But yeah, that's just kind of the gist of what I think about this system. It's gonna be releasing in mid-December, so just save up all your materials. I'm saving up all my materials, and we'll somehow have to get these blueprints.
All right, thanks for your view. Apple, what is your thought about this equipment changes?
Well, the first time I seen it, I was like, what the fuck? And thanks to Limbo, he jumped on my stream and clarify a couple of things. So I wasn't aware because when the update regarding the new equipment came out, it was during when all the drama in Palestine started, and I was off the game for like a month. So I didn't pay attention to anything. So I was not aware of this new equipment thing until Limbo and John R. They came to my, and I think For the Win also came to my stream, and he hung out with me and spoke about it. Look, I'll be straight with you. From a middle spender that became a low spender in the game, I think it gives again disadvantage to free to play and all that, like everybody will say. But there's one point that we have to remember, which also Limber brought to my attention and confirmed that at the end of the day, the big whales and the big players are the one that does the high payment, the high purchases, and they help keep the game going. And for these guys, they need to keep investing in their accounts and they keep to get better and stand out of the risk. So it's kind of, as much as it sucks and maybe will make a huge gap because iconic crystals are very hard to come by. And not only iconic crystal, blueprints alone are super hard to come by if you're not a high spender.
Imagine, I was, okay, sorry to interrupt, but I was looking at my equipment. Imagine having to iconicize all your rings. How do you even get that many ring blueprints? I have 6 rings. To get all those blueprints times 4 is like 24 ring blueprints. I'm gonna be like an old man by the time I iconicize everything to level 5. So I don't know how it'll work. Yeah.
I don't even have full seats. My full seats for my 5 marches are not all iconic. I'm being honest. It's not. I can't get that many crystals, iconic crystals. It's just near impossible.
Did you guys look at the stuff that I sent you in the middle of the night here?
And I hope it's not real, because that will really mean I will never get anything iconic for another year.
Yeah, first and second level supposedly will require an Indiger saying this as well. 1 iconic crystal. Third and fourth level will require 30 materials plus the equipment blueprint for each level.
Oh, we can bring it up on the stream also.
Okay, level 5 will require 60 materials plus the equipment blueprint. So, yeah, I mean, iconics are hard to come by, right? You can get 4, if I'm not mistaken, you can get 4 in a KVK. 1 from the Crystal Lucerne Scrolls type thing when you hit level 50. 1 from Lost Canyon Shop. 1 from, I think it's 5 million T4 kills. 1 from 15 million T4 kills. And that's pretty much it. So there's got to be another way to get iconic crystals if this is going to be the case.
You're going to have to insta-queue for KVKs. There's no skipping.
Exactly. There's no skipping KVKs anymore, even if you do a farming KVK just to get the iconic crystals. That may be a thing of the past.
Oof.
So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, obviously you want your rally leads and garrison captains to have the best of the best. But it's going to be difficult because that's a lot of equipment materials. That's a lot of equipment blueprints. That's a lot of iconic crystals that you're then going to be sacrificing on other open field marches and other marches. It's going to force people to specialize, unless you're a Baba or unless you're a Fluffy Pony or, one of those big time Kraken type players. It's going to force players to specialize. You're going to need to make sure that you have one person working on this stuff as an archer rally, one person working on this stuff as a cavalry player, one person working on this stuff as an infantry player, and make sure that the people working on them are your max Crystal Tech players also, because, and not to knock free-to-plays, but it's going to do absolutely no good for a free-to-play to have level 5 if they're not maxing Crystal Tech in KVK2.
Yeah,
but I'm not as upset. I'm not as upset about these changes as other individuals are.
It's better than armaments.
But then again, and it's more of a wait and see. Wait and see what happens.
I like it better than armaments.
I still use epic. I still use epic gear, so these changes, I don't know, man. A good thing what I just have read it here, it's only gonna be normal equipment, no accessories. I hope it is like really the case, because accessories, like you said, Plodo,
really?
like imagine Yeah, like it's
Where'd
mentioned
they say
here.
that?
Here I have on the stream.
Oh,
That
on
also
the-
was never
and
have
this-
standard.
This is Facebook, right? And
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
on Facebook is always true.
Yeah, of course.
Definitely. So I hope it's not going to be accessories, because imagine, like you said, Blodo, you have a wing, right? And then a dagger. Like, how are you supposed to get 3 equipment blueprints on these also? Like, and then you have it on like 5 marches, we have like a wing, or like 4 marches where you have a wing. Like, and for each of these, you need 2 and more equipment blueprints just to make the tier from 0 to 5. And on top of that, you also have the crit, right? What you at least, like, if you have only hitting 25%, you need also 4 blueprints and equipment for it. So, yeah, I don't know about these changes, man. It's looking like the gap between spenders and no spenders, or low spenders, just gonna be more and more. I mean, the cap is already high between these with a quiz attack, right? So quiz attack is making already a high different. And with these changes, also, I mean, holy shit. Like, look at this, guys. Like, I barely have legendary equipment. Like, I have 1 crit, and I use a lot of epic equipment still, you know?
I
So,
think you gotta upgrade your epic sets, man. That's the next plan.
yeah.
It's gonna be tough.
No, okay. So, crazy. No, I have 2 extra crit. And I mean, I have all iconic, you know, so all of these gonna be tier 1 at least. I think I still have iconic crystals. Yeah, I still have 8. I don't know why I have so many. But this is actually insane. Like, these changes are insane. And if that is actually true, what got written on this Facebook, is at least not as bad as if they would also do with the accessories, in my opinion. You know? So yeah. Gathering equipment or the VIP weapon is also not counting what got written here. Upgrading equipment for the next level will not make you lose the bonuses you gained in previous levels. Then we have the next one here. Something here. Upgrading equipment from level 2, from level 0 to 2 will cost you iconic crystals, while upgrading it from level 2 to 5 will cost you legendary materials plus equipment blueprints itself. Huh. Alright. So yeah, it's interesting.
Also remember, nobody can buy crystal, iconic crystal. So just to be clear.
Not
So
yet.
as mentioned before, KVK after KVK gonna have to be the only answer,
Not yet.
Not yet.
which is not sustainable. So let's wait and see.
Yeah, I hope they keeping it like this, that you cannot buy at least the iconic crystals. That would at least not mean that every high spender can immediately getting all of these equipment from 0 to 5, you know? At least they would be then kind of stuck on some, like everyone else. So, yeah. We will see. What we definitely know is that it's gonna come in mid-December, and that we're gonna have 5 tiers, and that, as we see here, as we have written, the item to card to upgrade a piece of equipment to the next iconic tier will depend on its type and which tier it's being upgraded to. Upgrading to iconic 1 will mainly cost iconic crystal, while subsequent tiers will mainly cost equipment blueprint and equipment materials. So we already having an understanding of what we need to save up. That's already confirmed, that we need equipment blueprints, materials, and iconic crystals for upgrading to these tiers, and that every tier seems to have different costs. That's already confirmed. If it's gonna be like it got written on Facebook, that's other thing. That's a complete other thing. But yeah, that's what it is. What is confirmed from the developers. And my personal opinion is I don't like it. Really. I mean, for the spenders or for the people who playing it already for years, which having everything maxed and they don't know what to do with their stuff. Like, this is good for them. So they have something to aim for, they have something to build for. And what I need to say is at least it is not luck based, from the sounding. You have your stuff, you upgrade it, and you have what you have earned, for that. You're playing, you're saving, and when you're getting it, like with a normal equipment. At least that's the case, it seems to be not with luck. But the majority of the players already having trouble with getting all these legendary equipment finished, with getting the iconic, with getting the crits, So, yeah. I mean, was it needed now? I don't know. I don't know. But I can say for the newer players, it's gonna be shit. And for the mid players like myself, I'm playing it now for almost 2.5 years. So I actually playing it already for 2.5 years. So yeah.
And here's a point I made on Apple Stream the other day as well. If you're a new player just starting this game now, just think of all the micromanagement stuff that's in this game now that we didn't have when we started. You've got formations, you've got armaments, you've got inscriptions on armaments. You now have iconic crystals, you have leveling up of this equipment. If I was a new player starting this game today and I enjoyed the game, I probably wouldn't spend any money on it at all. And if I really like the game, there are so many accounts out there for sale right now that you could just go buy an account that already has commanders, that already has equipment, and take it from there. So all this is going to do is going to increase people buying and selling of accounts. And is that necessarily a good thing or a bad thing? I mean, I guess it keeps the game alive, but in the same respect, this is why I interview every single player wanting to come to our kingdom, or even people who buy an account in our kingdom if they want to stay. I want to know that they have the game knowledge, and I'm not going to have to hold their frickin' hand and tell them which marches to use or tell them which equipment to make. We have those discussions internally, of course. Those are always good discussions to have with your teammates, but at the same time, we're going to see people buying accounts with 100 million power and not knowing how to fight at all. It's going to be interesting.
That's for sure. Yeah, you said a good point there, right? With the new players, and they just see all of that stuff. Just makes it more interesting to buy an account. So yeah, I think it have good and bad sides, right? With updates like these. I don't know. Like there's already so much stuff which you need to grind for, and we know it's a time game, so you need to invest a lot of time to get the stuff, or a lot of money. But some things you cannot buy, where you need to put time in. So yeah, I mean, it's just like updates like these is just gonna make, in my opinion, it just like scares away the newer players and the low spender free-to-play players, which is not healthy for the game, I would say. Since, as we all know, like 90% of the open field is getting filled by these people, like it's like this way it's like only a small amount of player base. The most of the player base is low spender or free-to-play player. And with all these stuff which they bring out new and constantly, which you need to aim for a lot. I mean, this stuff especially where you need to upgrade the equipment with materials, with blueprints, iconic crystals, and you have like how many pieces you have for one commander. Like literally for only one commander, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you're counting without accessories, 6 pieces. So yeah, it's gonna take years. And I mean, if you want 5 marches, then yeah, have fun gather all of these blueprints and materials. Yeah, I feel bad for all these new players.
With that in mind, everyone that likes our streams, be sure to donate everyone $1,000 each so that we can get a head start for our equipment Um,
I already booked my
Uh,
sugar mommy in the chat.
oh yeah, damn! I gotta find one.
by the way, thanks to Chris for joining the Horde. Thank you very much.
First step. We got members for Beast here so that you can get some.
By the way, if you're talking about
equipment.
members, guys, I'm making a big giveaway right now on my YouTube channel. If you go to my community posts, you see there a post about a giveaway. Where I give away mostly Call of Dragon stuff because mostly I have this stuff 2 times. But I do, for everyone who is interested into Rise of Kingdom stuff from the meet and greet, I do have a second calendar for 2024 in Rise of Kingdom art style. So make sure, if you want to win that, to check this post out. There's every information which you need to know for who that giveaway is, and it's not gonna be for everyone available. It's gonna be only for members, because I think this meet and greet stuff have also cost me a lot of time, patience, because of a stupid German
When are the
train,
vlogs coming out?
and also some money to get this. So, and since it's so limited, yeah, make sure to. What is where this window?
Are you giving away the keyboard in the photo?
No, not the keyboard. That's
okay.
my personal keyboard.
How about the mouse pad?
Wanted
Is it a
to
mouse
ask.
pad?
That's a desk mat. It's huge.
the desk map, it's also not also will not give away because that's I only got one time. That is
how about the gold head behind you?
no.
I'm gonna get the 10K
So,
gem
look,
gem
okay,
gift
look,
code for Call of Dragons.
the
Not
goat
use it.
head, the desk map, was in this big one. Also the book, which you see here, and something else, or like a bottle, right? A bottle. So this stuff will not be giving away. Only the stuff which you see on the photo, which I also have mentioned in the post. So that is
so 20 gifted memberships won't get me that gold head.
no.
Okay, all right. Just thought I'd ask.
That's
Oh, you
that's
want
too
one?
good.
Wait, don't you have one? Don't you have one, Lando?
No, I've got the season 3 medal.
Ah.
Yeah, but it's not enough. They want more.
Yeah. So you see, you
my
have
my whole gold head's for sale.
no, the real life goat head is yeah, too good.
Beast, while we're on the road, why don't you tell us how was the meetup? What did you get up to? Was ladies employees nice? Did
Yeah,
they
we
look after you?
we can talk about that. If no one have something to say for the equipment changes anymore, then we can jump into that.
Yeah, I want to know what happened because I didn't hear anything.
Right, so I looking forward to bring out 2 vlogs, one for the Rise of Kings one and one for the Call of Dragons one. And
Nice.
basically what happened is you was joining them, and you was having like a timeline from what to what is now happening. We was having dinner, we was having lucky spins, or I don't know how you call it, like raffle or something, I don't know, where you win prizes. Then we was having also some mini games. We were able to chat also with the developers, and with a community manager like Leo or Aisha. It was pretty cool. There was music, drinks. So it was more like really like a meet and greet, and not about like talking about like getting known what the changes are now for the future. There was also Q&A for like 30 minutes on both days. But it was really more like a meet and greet, talking to the devs, talking to the community manager, talking to the other governors, and just having a good time in these 5 hours. And it was really enjoyable. It was really enjoyable. I have also plenty of photos where show also the program, how it was looking, the location. It was pretty cool. And everyone was really chill from the devs and from the community manager. And yeah, they gave like these stuff, also these codes with 10K gem. They gave these stuff like out all the decoration. We was able to take all with us. It was pretty cool. And yeah.
Did you use the Rise of Kingdoms code that you got?
With 10K, no, I always forget it to use it. I'm gonna do it after this podcast. Yeah. So they gave like really a lot of these 10K gems card out. Unfortunately, I only
where's
got
the East
one.
Coast meetup? We need one in North America, East Coast.
I think
please.
there was
Well,
one in America.
There
I
was
think-
in LA,
Oh,
but
okay.
they didn't.
I don't want to go to California. It's gonna fall into the ocean.
True. Yo, let's have one in. Where were you from, Labo, again? Like Minnesota? I forgot.
Gabby, thank you very much for joining.
Minnesota.
Wisconsin. Let's have one there. At Lambo's house.
I got the basement for it. Full bar.
Imagine if he goes to put in the code and expire it. That would be whip. Nah, but then I can just write Leo Aisha and telling them. So, not a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
Was there any free to play in the meeting?
I don't know. Like, yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
You get Baba
So they
and
didn't pick and
Chisco's
choose. That's
autograph.
good to hear.
I got a photo with Baba and Chisco. I was pretty happy about that.
Nice.
Oh, I was also talking with Baba. Oh man, this guy is literally so chill and so ground standing. If you call it like that in German, in English.
to earth,
Yeah, down to earth.
Ground standing, that's a new
He
one.
was down to earth. Is really cool. He's a really cool guy, chill guy, and normally it's like a common thing, right? For these rich people that they're like thinking, oh yeah, I'm better than you. You know what I mean? You often see that, but he was not like that at all. Like really, he was pretty cool.
Did you meet Chesgo? Did he take a picture of him?
Yeah. I was also talking with Shizuku. Also pretty cool guy.
Nice.
Really chill.
Was he down to earth too?
Yeah, definitely. He was.
Should
He
ask
was
him Ask him for a raid.
Wasn't he charging $10 for a picture, $20 for an autograph?
No.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh,
What?
that's so
No.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, I'll be doing that next meetup. Trust. Get your money out. Get your money out. Your funny out. You gotta make me laugh. You gotta pay me.
One photo, $10. Easy. Yeah, it was a really cool event. And I don't know if I'm gonna do it today because I have later also another live stream at reset. So and I wanna sleep before. So I'm probably gonna make these 2 vlogs tomorrow. And bringing them out then. So yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Cool. What else do we have for the pod? Let me see.
Thank you for sharing, Beast. I just was interested to know what
You need to be on the next one, man. You guys need to be on the next one.
So John
They
asked
will
in
keep me
chat.
for my flight ticket, sure.
Yeah, if
John-
they fly us out, I'm down.
John asked in chat, who were the 3 most interesting people you met, excluding Baba and Chisgel?
Makote jokes.
I would say actually the community manager. It's like it was pretty shit to talk with them. I talked with them a lot. Like Aisha, Leo, and Cheesecake. And it was pretty interesting to see also from their view of how they play the game and how they think about the game at all. Like was pretty cool to play to talk with them about the game and about other stuff.
Did they play an
pretty cool.
international server? Wait. Did they play?
Which kingdoms are they in?
They
Yeah,
didn't
snipe
say that. They didn't say that. But
1960.
Wow.
100% one of them is in 1960. 100%.
Which one runs the old Maverick account?
Let's play the game.
Yeah, that was the biggest.
No,
line.
it was. I mean, come on. Like it's pretty sure they playing the game, but it was cool to see from their perspective of how they play the game and how they understand the game, and you know, it's a different mindset from the player base, right? The player base have a different mindset from the dev or like from the community manager now in this case. So that was pretty interesting to talk about with them. And yeah.
I just want to say a small thing. When you see they were so chill, I actually saw TC, they were so shit.
Damn.
No, chill.
Imagine.
Shit.
Yeah, he's gonna lose his Call of Dragons
No.
They're gonna take his code off.
privileges. They're gonna take his codes away. Invalid.
Beast, you still play Call of Dragons?
I still play Call of Things, yeah.
Yeah, I see you upload, man. Wow.
Also doing my other project there, so.
Nice. Now let's see. Do we have any questions in the chat? This is the Q&A portion, right? Are we there?
Yeah, we can do now community questions. We have some time left. Normally we do between 1:30 and 2 hours per podcast, right? And we have 1 hour 60 minutes on the time now. So basically now it's open for community questions. So if anyone has something to share, you can share.
No feed pics, Gumbo. No feed pics.
Hey,
How's
welcome, Steve. How you doing, man?
How's 2268 so far? That since you migrated, this is a lot of people migrating.
2268. I'm.
I see you doing forts right now.
I should not say something bad right now. All good. I really like the activity.
Hopefully you like my wood chests. You're welcome.
Wherever go these, man. I see you're away for being key points last KVK.
Not anymore.
You're sitting on 200k gems.
80k now. We bought a bunch of materials.
No, I really like the kingdom. Really active, and I think we have almost like every day one of these alliance chests, right? I think. Like,
I think we popped 3. I think we popped 3 a day.
3 per day. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or like 2 per day. I don't know. I don't count them. So.
I don't count either. So.
Yeah. I just open them and take them.
Yeah, farmer would know. 2 to 3.
On 2 to 3 per day. Yeah. So I really love the activity. It feels good to be back in the active kingdom. Since the last couple of months I was in, right, as you know, in 2338, and the activity was not that much anymore since the merge between 1875 and 2338 happened. So yeah, it feels good to be back in a high seed A, almost Imperium active kingdom. And yeah. I'm looking really forward to play with you all from 2268 in the KVKs. And yeah.
As a dev, when you run out of resources, do you do a Legend Ronnie and ask for more, or when you in voice chat and then you set up pilots come in, do you just ignore and do you log out, pretend you didn't know? What?
Wait, do we continue the podcast for multi-people from 2268? If Apple has skipped an only farmer, this guess that would be free from 2268.
If you used to watch Legend Rooney, you would kind of understand where Jonas R is coming from.
I heard about that scandal back in the day.
Yeah.
I wish. Let me message. They're like, nope. No.
As dev, when you run out of research, do you do Legend Roadie and ask for more? Or when you in voice chat and the new set of pilots come in?
I wasn't there when it happened, but I heard the stories.
Wait, what story did I miss now again? Hold on. It feels like I missed every interesting story. What happened now?
This is Rise of Civilizations, man. This is back
in the day.
Okay, never mind.
Back when the game was good. No, I'm joking.
Never mind.
Back in the day. He needed resources. He needed speed ups to continue fighting in KVK.
Yeah.
And he was supplied resources and speed ups from Lilith directly. And it was a huge fucking scandal.
It was.
And can I please say something? Just a wee thing for people that don't know. Legend Rooney used to play another game called Art of Conquest, and the reason he quit the game because they did that to a Chinese player in the KVK. And he, mate, don't get me started. I followed Legend Rooney for like 7-8 years. I used to play another game with him, and he quit the game and turned on Lilith because of the exact same reason. And then he used it to his advantage in Rise of Kingdom. Man, you gotta love it.
Oof.
This is how he lost his sponsorship.
Combo and he lost sponsorship. Huh.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Damn. Yo, his videos used to pop off. 10K per video? I wish. Legend Ronnie.
Man, you're doing good. What are you talking about? Hold on. What you're wishing for? You're doing really great on the videos. 8.9k, 4.1k, 6.5k, 10k. Huh?
I don't make
So-
videos, so it's all good.
Hey, gotta appease the Zoomers. They can't watch it live
Hey,
stream.
but
You know?
it's really crazy. Once you do really videos like really often, or like in a how do you say that, actively dropping them, right? You're getting these views, man. Like before it
We
was
wish
like
you all the
and
best,
there
Pluto.
yeah and
But
one
then
and that's
I
it,
get
you know.
lazy.
And we wish to
Yeah.
see you the biggest content creator in the game, buddy.
Yeah, Plato's popping off. Hopefully he even remembers the little guy when he hits it big.
Yeah, hello, Plato.
I'm
You're also
waiting for
here.
sorry guys, I can't make it to that podcast.
Nah, yeah, it's tiring, but
It
after
is.
Osiris League and then right after you got the pod in like 2 hours, so you can't even like nap, but it's worth it to talk to the homies.
I mean, it's life, buddy.
Thanks for the to
You
connect
gotta
with is
do what's
getting
best for
paid
you.
cash to what they used to compensate with in-game stuff, I think. Yeah. I mean,
Oh yeah, it was a refund scandal. Yeah, wait, not refund scandal, but rather like all of the stuff got taken away from their account, so then they got like 0 gen. Yeah, I remember now.
this was a holy
Yeah.
shit. At least
Oh,
my
that
account
was
didn't got affected, or I didn't even notice it. I don't know, but I didn't got negative stuff. So yeah.
sheesh.
Actually, that's all started thanks to Divas 1860. If you don't know him, he was
Who?
a big whale. Divish
Mm,
from 1860, when 1860 used to be 1860.
yeah.
He's the one who started that refund scandal.
Oh really?
Yeah, man. Was 8 million gem refunded.
Sheesh. Toronto meetup set it up. Yeah, I don't have the clout for that, but if Lilith wants to set up a Toronto meetup, I'll be
Will you be
there.
there?
Yeah.
Oh, you heard it, guys. Now ask Lilith for making another meet and greet in Toronto.
It'll be who else is from Toronto? C Will and
I'm
I.
pretty sure they're gonna do. Like, they got basically only positive feedback from what I have heard about these meetups. What I saw in the Discord, what I heard in on the event directly, it was really good, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna do it now multiple times, or hopefully per year, and then also not only like in Asia, hopefully like then also in countries where everyone can reach, or like kinda everyone.
Oh shoot.
Hey guys, if you have any questions to us, to the game, whatsoever is the question is about, just share it in the chat.
What's next for you guys on your channels? Plato? What do you got going on?
What do I got going on? I was thinking about making more videos. Don't really have too much to stream currently. I'm like tying up loose ends at work before I go fully, but they're like giving me a bunch of projects right now because they're like, all right, you're gonna be gone. We gotta get you to do all the stuff that you only know how to do. So, but yeah, I'm thinking about creating a video about the whole equipment update, and then probably gonna be spectating some KVKs. I heard there's this really big KVK 2 that's happening right now, so I might watch that. And yeah, just chilling with the homies. We'll see what happens. Probably doing some more egg and dig events, but yeah, that's it. Waiting for KVK. We're skipping the holidays, so the reason why we went into a KVK. I think we went first pop into 960 was because we wanted to make sure our kingdom had a break for the holidays and they could spend it with their families and all that kind of stuff. So the next KVK is not going to be for a while until after the holidays.
I can save up more stuff. That's good.
That's good. We may be meeting.
Apple.
Pluto.
What's up?
I would like to play against 2268.
When are we queuing? I'm not too sure when we're queuing. I don't even know the queue timers. We haven't even got a pop-up yet, so it's actually pretty crazy. I feel like we've been out of KVK for so long already, but no pop as of yet.
Oh,
Pluto.
true.
most likely we might be in the same KVK.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it'll be great.
We're gonna get schmookled. Bro, we just went from
What?
960. We're gonna go from 960 to 2429. You guys are like Panther was calling guys the Arab 960.
Yeah, it is. It is beast mode, man. It's a beautiful.
Bruh.
It's very, very nice.
Oh
Very
my
nice.
goodness. Well, if it happens, it happens.
What are you doing on your channel, Apple?
Well, on my channel, I continuing the live streams. I love the live streams. That's what I love to do.
Me too.
I don't have editing skills. I'm not a big fan of making content unless it's something I want to deliver a message or like the bits or something. But overall, I love the live streams. I love the social time. I love hanging out with people, and that what keeps me going. I love the environment, and that's why I continue to do them. After that podcast, I'm gonna get live straight from 2429. Chill and look at the new migrants that arrived. And yeah, we'll spectate some KVKs. There's a couple going on.
Run your 10 forts.
Yeah, absolutely. Do forts every day. I think I'm on the highest in leaderboard, so we'll see what's the outcome.
Beast, what are your plans?
So what I have planned, big, long streams once again, like I used to have back when I joined 2348. Once we have KVK in 2268. My second project in Call of Dragons, we're probably gonna do daily streams. And when we're heavy, basically KVK on my main account in Call of Dragons. So yeah, we're gonna be tons of streaming with a lot of fighting. And yeah, that's it. Also videos. I'm gonna do more videos now and trying to get these done. But I think if you should do both, in my opinion. I feel since I do actively videos, I feel like it's healthy for my channel. So I'm gonna continue it. Dropping like 3 to 4 videos per week.
Yeah.
And yeah, since you cannot get the full audience over live streams only. Some just watching the videos, right? So that's also what I gonna do. Yeah. What about you, Limbo?
What about you, Limbo? What's your
I'm just gonna keep live streaming. That's what I have the most fun doing. I've got
chilling.
I've got two video ideas, right? The first one is 15 things that trigger me. And the second one is 5 things that I would fix or update if I had control in this game. But you know, I've had those in the works for a while now. I don't like editing videos. But now that my son's got a better computer than I do, I'm trying to talk him into learning how to edit videos so he can edit videos for me. And that will then pay his rent. So we'll see.
I mean, yeah, that's a smart idea, I would say.
But no, I'm just
has the advantage, right?
You know, much like Apple, I just enjoy jumping on and hanging out with the community, and you know, anywhere from 20 to 80 viewers on every live stream. It's quality over quantity. I think I got some great people that always come in there. A lot of smart people hang out in my streams, and I really enjoy talking to a lot of them and bouncing ideas off of them. And sometimes they tell me I'm being stupid, but it's all good. I can take it.
Yeah, I mean that's all what these live streams are about, right? Like hanging out, having good talks, enjoying the game together with what you're playing. So yeah.
And Apple, and I know you were getting crazy freaking bots just posting comments on every single one of your videos and live streams. Is that's happening to you also, Pla? I'm getting the same thing.
And do you know, guys, what's fucked? I'm sorry for the language. I went and filtered. I'm not even kidding, team. I went and filtered the word they were using, so they went and changed the comment, so they still appear. I am fucking shocked.
It's heavy. YouTube having right now a lot of problems with bots. It's crazy.
It's
And
terrible. I don't appreciate it. It's a haram.
exactly. And Apple, I know you do multi-streams. You do it on Twitch as well. Beast, I think you do Twitch as well. Plato, do you do Twitch at the same time also?
No. I should though one day.
Hey,
What's is that hard to set up? I mean,
I'm
But let me put
so
it that way.
so from my
Oh, you can go, Beast.
perspective, I did Twitch in German and English, and I do Twitch right now just for fun with a friend when we playing together games. The problem with Twitch is really hard that you as a small creator, if you don't have any other social media platform where you can share your a stream over it, where you have like a couple of people seeing it or like a couple of hundred or whatsoever, you know what the number is, you not getting supported like at all from Twitch, like really. Your stream is at the bottom of the bottom. You're not getting promoted at the start screen when you open Twitch. It's not like with YouTube, right? Where I randomly just see videos with like 3 views on my video page. And I'm like, okay, what is that? You know, Twitch is really like only giving these channels with which having more people, they promoting them also. Because they keep getting money from them, and from the smaller channels, they not getting money at all, right? So, that's what they're doing. So, and if you do Rise of Kings and or Call of Dragons, I would either way suggest not to use Twitch and continue using YouTube, because, like I said, it's first of all easier to get a higher audience, and second of all, no one is watching Call of Dragons or Rise of Kings on Twitch. Like literally. If we looking right now on Twitch, Rise of Kingdoms, and I mean Rise of Kingdoms is already out since 5 years. And Rise of Kings having right now 24 viewers. The whole Twitch having right now 24 viewers for Rise of Kingdoms. So even if you would do it, you would not get anything from it. You know? Because like no one is doing it. So yeah, and the total followers for the category Rise of Kings are not even 25,000. So if you have a plan to do it over Twitch, don't do it. It's like bringing you nothing. You're just gonna waste your time, basically. I mean, I don't holding you back, but that's just my perspective from it.
the reason I ask. Go ahead.
Sorry, Lembo. I actually have a different perspective to it, because you are right. There is very low views, which gives you a huge opportunity to start forcing, or not forcing, bringing this game to people's attention, bring new contents to Twitch, interact with new people. The community in Twitch is different to the community in YouTube. You know, it is hard to get monetized on all of that in Twitch, but my focus is not only about that. My focus is bring my wider audience, interact with wider audience. You know, meet new people. It's the same purpose I do YouTube. You know what I mean? This is how I see it. Like, you just see 25 views or something like that. That's exactly where you want to be. You don't want to go to a place where there is 150,000 views, because you're already in disadvantage. You already have an advantage. That's how I see it. That's how I look at it.
I mean, yeah, normally, yes. But the problem is that Rise of Kings and Call of Dragons are mobile games, first of all. And
Bro,
Twitch is not made for mobile games.
Exactly, but you see, this is where we, you know, this is different, because I'm just gonna be honest. Like, I don't come live stream to play Rise of Kingdom. I also like to interact with people, entertain people. This is the purpose I go live streaming. You know, it's slightly different for me. I don't only sit down there and play the game. Sometimes I go live stream and I hardly use the mouse, because I'm talking and interacting with people, talking in the chat, getting to know people, and that's how I make a bigger community. You know, and I just would like to confirm something, Limbo. It is very simple to multi-stream, because the chat on OBS or Streamlab offers you both chats in the same place. So all the platforms you actually communicate on or you stream on, you can read the chat from one window. It is not difficult. I think it's nice. You can also give moderators. You can give VIP. You can celebrate your members. And at the end of the day, guys, I like to look for future. I don't like to look under my feet. Just who I am all my life. I'm not gonna play Rise of Kingdom for the rest of my life. Yeah, I'm gonna play it for a long time because I enjoy the game. But again, let's just be honest. I'm not gonna play it for the rest of my life. I'm sure there'll be new games that I would like to play, and I'll be interested to stream. And you don't know, maybe the game that I'm gonna play next is gonna be 10 times better on Twitch than on YouTube. You know what I mean? So you have to have all the doors open. You
And
can't close it.
that's kind of why I'm asking, right? Because I'm always playing video games, whether it's Starfield or Dying
Exactly.
Light or Days Gone By or Call of Duty or City Skylines or Madden or FIFA, even though I suck at it, or PGA Tour. I'm always playing video games. So, and I don't want to live stream those on my YouTube channel because I built that channel around Rise of Kingdoms. I feel like that's what people come to my channel to watch me for, is Rise of Kingdoms. And I feel like I would be doing a discredit to those individuals who are always on my live stream if I'm all of a sudden playing Starfield on YouTube. Right? So I was just kind of exploring the option because, it's fun interacting with people while you play games. Otherwise, I'm sitting here listening to headbanging music while I'm playing these games, and that's not nearly as fun. So I don't know. Just something I'm mulling over.
I'm getting the point what you're saying, Apple, definitely. But
Yeah.
if you like you're doing it for entertaining people, I totally agree. But again, like Twitch is not the platform for Rise of Kingdoms and Call of Dragons. They are not made for mobile games. And you just see it. In 5 years on Twitch, they not even got 25k followers, and they barely have any viewers. So even if you would do it on Twitch, you would see that no one watching it over Twitch, because first of all, Twitch is not made for mobile games, right? Where Twitch is more made for just chatting, reactions, like PC games, console games, but not for mobile games. Like that's not made for, and that's why so many people using YouTube, because YouTube is for any device, and you can easily watch a live stream over YouTube, and you don't feel like, oh, it's completely shit. If I would open now Twitch on my phone, I would feel like, holy shit, what the fuck is that? Because I feel like the platform itself is not made for any mobile, but YouTube is. So I totally agree with you with the point of that you want to entertain people, but at the same time, you also need to look that you're not wasting completely your time. And that you like, that's why it's how I feel that I also see kind of progress, and that the content which I putting my free time in it is also getting watched, and that people are enjoying it, so that's something personally what I also looking for, because at the end we all putting our time into it, and it would be, in my opinion, kind of demotivating if you're putting all your effort in something and it's not getting rewarded, that's how I feel, so
I appreciate your honest opinions. Thank you, guys.
One thing I'll say is, in Twitch, like, I'm on the Rise of Kingdoms thing, and it's just a bunch of people doing sponsorships for Rise of Kingdoms. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
They have that in Twitch? Like, it's literally like,
yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
they have like
because
bounty
of
boards
content
in
creator
there and all that kind
program
of stuff, so it's pretty interesting. Trying to make a presence on Twitch, I guess.
It's because of a content creator program. They have it also on Call of Dragons. So
wait, Rise of Kingdoms has a content creator program for Twitch?
I mean, are there also not these bi-weekly tests or something what you do?
What do you mean?
Holy shit, Call of Dragons have 745 viewers. Twitch.
Call of Dragons popping off, I see.
That's more players than Call of Dragons has.
Okay.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay, but
I couldn't resist.
yeah, it's just getting whatever. It's all sponsorships. You know, everyone who's doing it probably getting money for it. So
Yeah, this guy has
the guy with
130K
620
followers.
viewers is having hashtag ad in his title, so he probably getting
Damn, this is what my streams would look like if I took those sponsorships, I guess.
So, and more asking the community, right? What do you guys think if maybe one of these Creator Corner podcasts, instead of doing the traditional podcast, we just do the community plays, right? And we all play Fall Guys together, or we all play Rocket League together.
I'm
we
down.
do something different like that.
I'm down. Play Jackbox.
sorry, can you repeat the question, please?
Yeah, I just maybe one of these content creators, if it's a slow week and we don't have a lot of content, instead of just talking about Rise of Kingdoms, we all play the Fall Guys, or we all play Rocket League, or one of these other free to play games that people can download on consoles or PC and just have fun. Everybody get on the voice channel and just have a blast.
Redline and Bulba used to do that a lot, and that used to be pretty fun, where we just play Fall Guys. But good times. Throwback.
Sure. I mean, wait, would you do it on YouTube or on Twitch, Ren?
We do it on one of our normal channels, right?
Oh, it's on YouTube then.
Or we could all stream it.
Yeah, basically, yeah. I'm sure that's the idea. I mean, that would also fit perfectly with Discord, right? Which we have talked last time about. Then I don't know if you play, for example, Fall Guys, then we could host our own games, and then we can bring the community within, and we can maybe do some tournaments or something, with some prizes. Would be also an idea which you could do.
Yeah, I mean, I've often thought about doing like a Fall Guys Friday once a month.
Ooh, let's go.
I'll be totally keen. I love that.
Fall Guys Friday.
Fall Guys Friday. Yeah, that's a dedication of Fall Guys, man. I'm down to play games with you guys for sure.
I will say, watching Apple play that game where you climb up into the
Only Up. I bought that game after I bought that game after Apple streamed it. I haven't played it since.
I
played it guys. You know what we need?
I fell off the goddamn fence. Okay, so I deleted it very quickly. But watching Apple play that, I never laughed so hard in my life.
Yeah, I got a refund that game, bro. I'm not playing this. I got 28 minutes. I could buy a
which game? Which game?
Only Up.
Only Up.
Oh, Only Up. Oh my god. Holy shit. Bro, I did it on Twitch. Oh my god, was it painful. I got it at the end, but it was so damn painful to do it. Holy shit.
Among Us with Rise of Kingdoms content creators? I mean, that'd be pretty interesting.
Yeah, Among Us that would be something which I would love to do with you. And with a community. Among Us is literally made for community. For communities. It's so good. Like it's literally so good. We need to play it.
Wow. Throwback. That's like when we first started playing Rise of Kingdoms, at least for me. It would just be Rise of Kingdoms, and then it would be Among Us in VC like 24/7 because it's COVID.
The problem is he tried to do 20 things at once and he upset some core members of community, but I like him. Can have 5 games for streams, etc. And thin out your audience doesn't work. I mean, yeah, sure, for sure. Like, you need to have a niche for your channel, right? And our own niche is Rise of Kingdoms or Call of Dragons, right? So if you do randomly in our other game, it would probably not get any views because of a YouTube algorithm saying, "Oh, what you doing? That's not your niche." So that's right, John. But I mean, if you're like a person, if you're like a person like XQC or like any other big gaming YouTuber like Ninja, he can just play whatever he wants, and the people still would watch because it's the person behind that, But for us, it's mostly also because of the content we're doing.
And his niche was always Ark of Osiris, right? And once they put that cap on, you can't view these other matches. That kind of killed it for him.
For me also. I got a lot of views from Osiris League. So
if anything, if anyone could make it out of the Rise of Kingdoms hood, I believe in Lambo. Yo, you could do it. Variety streamer. Let's go.
I would have to change from Lambo. It would be Old Fart Gaming, right? But
let's go Old Fart
know,
Gaming on
I just
Twitch.
wanna say
watch
something.
watch
we got
Grandpa
that kind
play
of already.
video games.
OFG.
Just set
OG
up
on
the
Twitch. Let's go.
Osiris League. I just
you
want to
go.
say something regarding the Osiris League.
Alright.
Hey,
What Apple?
I want to say something about the Osiris League. You know how you say you can't stream it anymore? You actually can stream it.
What?
And it's not copyrighted. So if you really like to stream it and talk over and do your own thing, you can stream it from YouTube and comment and do your own thing.
Yeah, you could stream over my stream, I guess. It's good, like,
Yes, it is
I
not
saw a lot of people doing
copyrighted. There's
that
not anything
during the 1v93T match. So
wrong.
So alright guys. I would kinda want to stop now here with podcast. And
Absolutely not.
I also need to do stuff in real life now.
yeah, I'm
If
going to
anyone
stress,
from you
totally.
have something to like a topic, if you have anything, guys, just message one of us on Discord, and we're looking forward to bring it then into the next podcast. So as you can see, we're having also some different ideas which are going right now, like the Discord, maybe doing other games. Yeah, we're looking forward, and we keep you informed about that. And with that said, thanks everyone for watching this live stream. I really have enjoyed this podcast. Thanks for joining this one, Plodo, Lambo, and Apple. And
Yeah,
yeah.
Apple, you said you're streaming right after this, right?
I
am streaming it.
Yeah,
alright,
Great Apple.
when I gonna wait you, Apple. Have a good stream. And yeah, thanks everyone for joining. I hope you have enjoyed it. And we're gonna see us then in 2 weeks on which channel? Plodo or
Apple's
Apple.
Apple's, I think.
I think it's mine, yeah.
I think it's Apple, yeah. Alright, so in 2 weeks on Apple channel there's not something coming between it. And yeah, we're gonna wait now
Alrighty.
Apple, and thanks everyone for joining.
Boom, boom. Thank you very much for having us.
See ya.
Have a
See you
good one.
guys.
I don't
You
see
too.
the video or live stream. Do you have it already open?
No, I didn't have anything open, bro. I'm sitting here. No worry, I will start. It's so good. I appreciate it.
Then I cannot wait. That's a problem.
That's so good. Happy
Alright.
days, brother.
Yeah, guys, make sure to check out Apple. You're gonna stream, and yeah, see us.